Alright, well, welcome to the first vlog of Power Strong. Power Strong is something I came up with. It is a 365-day program, 1 year for myself. The goal of this program is to compete in a powerlifting meet and an amateur strongman event at the end of that year, maybe possibly a few in between. For those of you who know me, I am about a year and a half out of some pretty severe injuries. I just now am to the point where I feel I'm ready to start training again, training heavier. I've done a lot of rehab on myself, and if you notice in the videos, you'll see me going through pretty long warm-ups and such, just taking care of my body. Hopefully with these videos, I'll be able to help a few other people who may be sore and hurting, but still want to train. So these videos, what will happen for the most part, I'm going to just show maybe 1 or 2 days of training throughout the week, highlighting special things that I might be doing or whatever I just feel is special. The main purpose again for this vlog is myself, so the training days that I choose will be based on how I feel. I am training 3 days barbells, lifting and powerlifting routine, with Saturday being my event training day for strongman. At this time, I don't have a lot of strongman implements at my house. I do have a full gym, you can see in the video, but not too many strongman implements like logs, stones, kegs, things like that. But I have got a pretty good list of things to do, built up do-it-yourself list. That's going to help me build some of these materials. So I think first thing I'm going to do is probably try to acquire a big tire. That I'm going to build a dip station so I can do some heavier weighted dips. I found some logs and some natural stones down by a creek bed that'll probably pull up and use those to drag and throw stones, a few other things, until I can afford to get a true log, strongman log. They're around $400 to $500 for a decent one, so I'll wait a little bit for that. So we'll go ahead and just get right into it. You see, I've been doing this warm-up. Towards the end of the warm-up, just finished band pull-aparts, and now I'm working on the squat. Those band pull-aparts, I think, if you're going to be doing any kind of benching or pressing that day, it's probably a good idea to do. Keep those shoulders healthy, keep the rear side of the shoulders healthy. So we started right off, just doing some warm-up with the bench. I'm going pretty light these days, just working back up from the beginning and working that weight back to where I used to be. I put all my training maxes much lower than probably needed to, but that's okay. I'm going to just go ahead and work on through them. So this was day 1, just getting into the program, some chins in between the sets of bench, and some dips. Like I said, I got to build myself a dip rack because it's getting kind of old doing them here on these bars. And that did it for day 1. Just nice, easy, light benching, some chins and some dips, some stretching afterwards. Day 2 here, I'm going to start doing some squatting. Again, training maxes are nice and light. Working on form, working on changing the squat a little bit, moving the feet out just slightly. My new sport for powerlifting will only require breaking parallel for the squat, but the strongman still requires me to be able to get pretty low, pick up stones, things like that. So I'm going to train a mix of squatting wider high bar and squatting closer together high bar. Alright, looks like starting into some working sets with the squat. Again here, just keeping the weights nice and easy, trying to keep my form right, focusing on a different kind of technique than I'm used to. I'm working right now on sets of 5s, so I'm just kind of ramping up the weight. I have a number in mind when I come in for a top set. Try to hit that, and if I'm not feeling it, I can go a little bit lower, but I'd probably, for the most part, few weeks, probably about a month or 2 actually, I won't really be pushing those top set numbers until I feel the form's dialed in. Later that day, working on a little bit of bench, like I said, my bench is the one thing I haven't really worked on a lot. I'm always squatting and pulling with weightlifting, but with the bench, I need a little bit of volume. So here's just some more practice using that new bench setup technique that I'm using, which I got from Dan Green. Is a raw power lifter. Currently holds a world record, 225 weight class. Similar body type to me, and also he came from a weightlifting background, so I just like to watch some of his videos also to get some ideas, and I could recommend his videos to others for simple, straightforward ways to train. And after the benches, I like to do a little bit of pulling, so I did some sets of 10 on pull-ups. About a medium neutral grip, really trying to focus on retracting the scapula and working on that back side of my upper back for the pull-ups. And that was it for day 2. There was a day 3, but I didn't record it. This is just some day 4. I worked on some pressing, and afterwards I went outside and did a little bit of running with a sandbag, which I did not record. Maybe next time I'll record field day. So that has it. That's vlog number 1, week number 1 of 52. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so the structure, I apologize if it isn't well thought out and put together. I appreciate feedback and comments on how I could make it better, and if there's any questions about the training or anything that you'd like me to show, I'd be happy to do that also. Thank you for watching. Remember, till next time, eat, sleep, train. This is the Iron Knight, signing off.